Okay, let's bring in Martin Biron now and get some reaction to this. Jordan Binnington, Marty, does get the nod as Canada's #1 goaltender. Now, you had ranked all 12 goalies for this tournament on TSN.ca. Earlier today, you had Binnington ranked well behind Adin Hill. So is it safe to say this wasn't the decision you'd have made?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been my choice, right? And I think Jordan Binnington has a history of being a winner. But it's back almost, 6 years ago when they won the Cup in 2019. Over the last 3 seasons, he's had one good year. And when you look at the playoff performances, it hasn't been there. So I get it. Jordan Binnington is a winner. But I look at consistency. I look at Adin Hill and what he was able to do winning the Cup with Vegas 2 years ago. But also when fully healthy, how consistent he's been and how much of a force he's been with the Vegas Golden Knights. So, look, that wouldn't have been my choice, and I get it. It wasn't an easy decision for Team Canada to pick a starter, but they said they were going to go with one guy and not have a rotation. So this is now Binnington's tournament. If you have to make a change, that will mean that Team Canada is in trouble, and they would have to go to Adin Hill or Sam Montembeault. But look, they made their decision. Just wouldn't have been my pick.
Well, John Cooper said he didn't think this would be a rotation with it being such a short tournament. So do you like that decision to pick one goaltender and ride with them instead of having some sort of internal competition?
Yeah, I like that you're picking one guy. So Jordan Binnington is going in saying, I'm the guy. I'm going to play every game. We hope to win the tournament, and I'll be the guy. I don't have to think about it or guess yourself as to, well, am I going to play Saturday against Team USA? Am I going to have the game against Finland? If everything goes well, it's going to be his game. He doesn't have to worry about it. And maybe that's the way to go. Because Jordan Binnington has been a #1 goaltender for most of his career in the NHL in St. Louis, he can finally get, prepared in his bubble and go. Adin Hill was back and forth, right? And it's been kind of is he a starter? Is he a backup? Is he a 1A or 1B? So maybe that was the decision. We're going to pick a #1 goaltender and go with that goalie for the full tournament. Maybe that's a decision on Binnington, but I think it's the right approach. You don't want to have anybody guessing where they belong, where they filed in on the roster, on the depth chart. You want somebody to say, I'm the guy, I'm going with it, and obviously that is going to be Jordan Binnington now.
Will Canada be at a disadvantage in goal against all 3 other teams in this tournament?
Well, when I look at it, I think that USA and Sweden are definitely ahead of Canada. Finland, it's going to be interesting to see if they can perform at their top level. But when I ranked all 12 goaltenders in the 4 nations faceoff, I had the top 4 goalies coming from the U.S. and Sweden. Connor Hellebuyck is obviously the #1 guy, and he's far ahead of anybody else in the tournament. And then I look at Gustafsson and Ullmark being second and third. Sweden has a great group of 6 defensemen and some really solid goaltending. And Jake Ottinger, who's the backup to Connor Hellebuyck, being #4. If Team USA had to go to Jake Ottinger, they have a really, really good option there. So I think that obviously we all knew Canada was going to be at a disadvantage in the crease. But the more and more I look at it, the more and more I think that USA and Sweden are in a different category. They're very set themselves apart from the rest of the group in that tournament when it comes to goaltending.
Well, we're about to find out. Canada opening up this tournament against the Swedes tomorrow, and Jacob Markstrom's injury will cause him to miss the tournament, so it will be one of Linus Ullmark or Philip Gustafsson standing across from Jordan Binnington.